Tomorrow's One Piece episode will be episode 1144, fully adapting chapter 1110, The Descent of the Planets. The anime episode itself is titled The Worst Nightmare, The Arrival of the Five Elders. In this chapter, we witness the Gorosei descending upon Egghead in a desperate attempt to shut down Vegapunk's global transmission. And since I obviously can't show the anime episode here because of copyright, I decided to give you a complete breakdown of the chapter, a perfect preview to help you dive into the episode with a deeper understanding of the events and a hidden lore behind them. The chapter begins with the Five Elders' arrival, an entrance so massive and impossible to ignore that everyone on Egghead notices. Meanwhile, Dr. Vegapunk, ever the eccentric genius, has just finished brewing himself a cup of coffee, using one of his latest inventions. The whole process took only 3 minutes, leaving exactly 7 minutes until the broadcast officially begins. Vegapunk confidently states that no matter what the elders attempt, it won't be enough to silence his message in time. And then, this is where it gets wild. The true forms and names of the five elders are revealed before Luffy's very eyes. Saturn takes the form of a Gyuki. Marcus Mars manifests as an Itsumade. Topman Workuri becomes a Hoki. Nosturo transforms into a terrifying Bakukotsu. And finally, Jupiter emerges as a monstrous sandworm. The tension spikes when Nosturo notices the pacifistas attacking the Marines. Without hesitation, he shifts into his hybrid form and charges forward with insane speed. He moves so fast that the Marines can't even perceive him, but the comms start flooding with reports of a massive horse tearing across the battlefield, effortlessly cutting through the pacifistas. But here's the twist. Their bodies aren't sliced apart. They're partially frozen, locked in place and unable to move. Within moments, half of the pacifista army is neutralized. The Marines, realizing the tide has turned, erupt in celebration, finally seeing their chance to resume the pursuit of Bonnie.
Up in the sky, Marcus Mars soars high above Egghead, launching a fierce assault against the island's barrier dome. Meanwhile, Sanji frantically tries to contact the crew, urging them to escape immediately. After a tense moment, he finally gets through to Usopp, who reassures him that they already know it's time to retreat. But there's a problem. Zoro is still locked in battle with Lucci. Usopp explains that he and the others have already regrouped with Brook and Lilith aboard the Thousand Sunny, thanks to his quick thinking. He managed to stop the Sunny, which had been speeding straight toward danger, just in time. Back on the battlefield, Saturn, Workuri, and Jupiter close in on Luffy. Jupiter in particular takes a terrifying approach, sinking underground like a sandworm preparing to strike. And on another front, Jinbei pushes through the chaos, determined to drag Zoro out by force if he has to. The clash between Zoro and Lucci only intensifies. Lucci manages to knock one of Zoro's swords from his grip, taunting him to abandon the fight and investigate the overwhelming haki that erupted with the arrival of the five elders. But before Zoro can react, Jinbei arrives on the scene, updating Sanji that Zoro is still stubbornly refusing to back down. Hearing this, Sanji vents his frustration, calling Zoro a burden for dragging things out. And that insult lights a fire under Zoro. With a determined glare, he unleashes his ultimate technique, three-sword style Kokubao Madara Geri. The devastating attack overwhelms Lucci at last, bringing the battle to a dramatic close. Meanwhile, back at the center of Egghead, chaos erupts as Jupiter ambushes Luffy from underground, swallowing him whole. But before Jupiter can savor his victory, two massive figures arrive at the perfect moment. The legendary giants Dory and Broggy. In one swift motion, they slice Jupiter's head clean off and free Luffy. The reunion is as shocking as it is heartwarming. Luffy can't hide his excitement at seeing them again, but the two giants just grin and tell him that they grew tired of waiting for him in Elbath, so instead, they decided to come fetch him themselves.